Hi, Ali G here. We are going to do some yoga together right now, and it's going to be all in the name of shoulders. Shoulders are meant to be a very mobile joint. There's a lot going on, there's a lot attaching, but like I said, overall, they're supposed to be very mobile. And so this practice is in the name of that. Let's see how mobile our shoulders are. If they're not feeling very mobile, don't worry, that's okay. That's not the point of it. The point of it is to gather some information about your shoulders and feel it out. And hopefully some stuff feels good along the way. All right, so let's get started laying down on our stomach. However you feel comfortable laying down, I'm gonna rest my hands like a pillow, turn my cheek down, and just relax like that. Start by just taking a few natural breaths on your own. And then let's do a few breaths together. Okay, so when you're ready, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose or mouth, whatever feels best. Inhale through your nose. Exhale however feels good. Inhale slowly, fill your belly, your ribs, your chest. Exhale however feels good. Empty your lungs. And from there, just come back to a natural pace of breath. Start to look forward, lift your head up, and prop your chest up by placing your forearms down in front of you, coming into a Sphinx pose here. Make sure the wrists are kind of lined up with the elbows, the wrists aren't stacked on each other. And right away, just press down, lift up the chest. We're gonna work the shoulders in two positions here. So kind of retracting the shoulder blades, squeezing them in, that's this position. And then protracting them and rounding your upper back. So let's do that a few times. Coming into a Sphinx and a knees down forearm plank. So your knees are never gonna leave the ground. Let's do it nice and slow. On your inhale, lift your head and chest. On your exhale, round your upper back, lift your belly and thighs, and keep your knees down. So knees down, forearm plank. And let's go up and down a few times. Okay, with your next inhale, lower the thighs, lift your chest, Sphinx pose. Exhale, roll up from your chest, then your belly, then your hips and legs, knees down, forearm plank. Inhale, Sphinx, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades in. Exhale, slowly rounding up and away, protracting the shoulders, rounding your upper back. Two more. Inhale, lift, Sphinx pose. Exhale, press and round, knees down, forearm plank. Inhale, lift the chest, Sphinx, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, press and round into your knees down, forearm plank. Now hold there. Forearms pressing down really strong. You're probably feeling some warming sensation. Maybe it's getting a little challenging. Take one more breath. Exhale, lower the hips, lift your chest. Let's stretch it out a little bit, okay? So you're gonna bring your left arm out to the side. You can watch me set up and then you can copy me. Left arm bent out to the side. Everything relaxed down on the ground, especially that left shoulder and left ear. Okay, you're gonna roll over the left side of the chest and bend the right knee and kind of swing that leg up and over to initiate that. Now the foot doesn't have to come to the ground. It can hover right up here just like mine is. Take one more breath in this nice big pec stretch. Exhale, come out of it and let's switch sides. So bend the right elbow out to the side, right ear down, roll over that side of your chest. Now if it feels like it's too intense or you're like, whoa, you're just gonna crawl your hand up a tiny bit. That way you're decreasing the angle in the arm. Okay, one more inhale. And as you exhale, let that go. Woo, nice and easy. Lift back up into your Sphinx. Already getting the shoulders and chest warmed up here. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, revisit that knees down forearm plank, but let's keep going. You're gonna walk the knees in and come into a forearm tabletop. Maybe you've done this before, maybe not. We're gonna just do cow and cat here. But just doing cow and cat here is a little more difficult since we have an angle with the arms and the shoulders are definitely gonna work, okay? So inhale, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades like your regular cow pose. Exhale, press and round like your regular cat pose. Let's do that a few more. Inhale, cow, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, cat, round and spread the shoulders. Two more. Inhale, cow, feel those shoulders. Exhale, cat, feel those shoulders. Inhale, cow, last one. Exhale, cat, round. Woo, good. Now, look forward, come into that cow-like pose. I'm sure you're feeling something going on now in the shoulders and arms. And you're gonna press into the hands in together at the same time. Straighten the elbows, arms upright in a regular tabletop. Good. Sit back on your heels. Shake it out for a moment. We've gone through a lot of protracting and retracting, which has also involved a little bit of lifting and lowering. And we're just gonna build on that, okay? So meeting in tabletop, hands and knees. And if this bothers your wrists to stay in a tabletop, you can always do the same motions. My brain couldn't figure out which word to say. You can always do the same movement motions that we're gonna do with the arm, sitting as well as in tabletop. Tabletop is gonna have you meet a little bit more of a challenge, okay? So you pick. Let's meet in tabletop if you're ready. Start here with an inhale. Big exhale. And then keep your breath steady. You're gonna lean your weight into your right hand only. Just take the left arm and just awkwardly reach it over the chest towards the right side of your mat. Okay, so just arm across the body. And then do the opposite with that. Left arm's gonna go straight out to the left like a big letter T. Your palm is facing down. Breathing steady. Now, keep your shoulder like this. Can you lift the arm any higher? Good. Now, take your arm down for a moment, and then we're gonna reach it back. So reach that left arm straight back to your hip. Flip your palm down to the ground. Now hold there, keeping your shoulder in this position, which is extended. You're gonna try and lift that left arm even higher, higher, higher. Good. Let it go for a second. And then one more position there, reach that left arm forward. Turn the palm in like you're giving a handshake. Good. Keep your hips steady, keep that right arm steady, and try to lift the left arm higher. Breathe. Let that go. Left hand down, and we're gonna do this on the right. So first your right arm is gonna reach across the body to the left side, kind of awkward. Breathing steady, sweep your right arm out to the right like a big letter T. Now keep your shoulder in this position, but can you raise the wrist and arm any higher? Good. Let that go. You'll float your arm down for just a second. Reach the right arm straight back towards your hip. Now, flip the palm down. That's going to let the shoulder cooperate even more. Try to lift that arm even more. Lift, lift, lift. Breathe. Good. Let it go for a second. Reach that right arm straight forward. Handshake style, so the palm is turned inwards. Now, keep the shoulder like this. Reach, reach, reach. Don't let your head duck down. Don't let your chin tuck. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, let that go. You're gonna come back and sit on your shins and just kind of casually roll the shoulders out or swing the arms. Let's do a little feel-good stuff here, shall we? So go ahead and take a seat. Come into that seat however you want. Maybe roll over the ankles. Cross-legged seat again. This can work with you standing up or sitting in a chair as well. Okay, so inhale breath. Reach those arms straight up and a little bit back for a back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, reaching forward to go up. And when you reach up, try to go back. Exhale, hands to heart. Last big one. Inhale, reach way forward and all the way up. Shoulders into the ears, little back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, this time let's reach up. Inhale. As you exhale, left hand's gonna go down, line it up kind of with your hip. Stretch and reach out through the right ring fingertip. Inhale. Exhale, switch sides. Right hand down. As you inhale, stretch through the left arm and ring finger. Let's do that twice more. Exhale, left hand down. Right arm up. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale as you switch. Inhale as you stretch through that left pinky finger. Exhale, switching for the last round. Inhale, right arm and pinky finger reach. Exhale, switching. Left arm reaches, inhale. Good, as you exhale, let that go. Brief little something else for our hips. Don't worry, we'll add the shoulders into it. Soles of the feet together, knees out for a butterfly. Lift the chest up, and then you can move side to side here. You can also round forward a little bit, moving side to side still. Just kind of getting the upper back to move and the spine to keep grooving as we get into these shoulders. Okay, now let's extend the legs forward. This is usually the point in class where I'm like, I'm forgetting something. But it's fine, even if I am. We're going to keep going. I actually don't think I'm forgetting anything for once in my life. All right, so legs extended out in front of you. You can bring a little space between the feet. They don't need to be touching. Again, lift the chest up as you inhale. Exhale, move around a little bit. You might just go side to side, sitting upright. You can also fold forward and go side to side a little bit. Just kind of slithering around, sneaky style here. 2 more breaths. Not kind of doing shoulder stuff here for a second. All right, yogis, lift your head and chest up nice and tall. Let's see if we can get out of this without the hands. So you can try this out with me. Cross at your shins/ankles. Roll over onto the knees and just stand up. Kind of prop the shins back behind you. Then you're gonna be standing on your shins. Okay, let's bring the hands to the low back and specifically thumbs to sacrum. Lift your chest up like somebody's got you by the bottom, little kind of cliff of the ribs, and they're pulling up, up, up. Thumbs to the sacrum for a little bit of support, and also maybe you could squeeze on the glutes there. Breathing in. Exhale, use your quads just to pull back up and out of that back bend. Okay, let's step into a lunge. You're gonna step the right foot forward. It doesn't need to be a really deep lunge. We're gonna focus more on the shoulders anyways. Okay, so sink the hips or not. Reach your arms straight forward. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, you're gonna cross the left arm under the right and either hug and squeeze for dear life or eagle bind. Now, if you eagle bind, you can get another bonus thing. So even if you're not very good at it, maybe you try, okay? Good. And then from there, inhale. Now, as you exhale, it's gonna get a little confusing here, but bear with me. Since our right arm is over, we're gonna tilt the forearms a little bit to the right. And then you're gonna dunk your left ear down towards your left shoulder. Initiating a pretty big stretch on the side of the neck. Maybe even you feel that around the top of your arm bone where it connects to your shoulder. 1 more inhale. Exhale as you let that go. See if you can maybe balance for a second on the left shin. You're gonna hover the right leg, possibly, maybe. Letting your arms move around and be mobile to help you balance there, like you're on a little tightrope. Okay, and then right shin sneaks back to meet the left. Let's just step that left foot forward in a lunge. You can go deep or just stay as you are. Good, with an inhale, reach the arms forward. As you exhale, right arm's gonna go under the left and you're gonna eagle wrap it up. Even if you're kind of bad at it, try it out. The shoulders are protracting, they're rounding. They're also sliding down, so depressing just a little bit. And then we're gonna add that neck stretch, okay? So tilt your forearms to the left, drop your right ear down your right shoulder. Essentially, it kind of feels like you're bringing your hands away from the left cheek. And with the arms all wrapped up like this, you get a really big stretch into your neck. One more inhale. Exhale, let that go. Okay, see if you can balance on that right shin, hover your left leg. Using those mobile arms and shoulders to flail around as you try to fight for balance here. Good, now left shin meets the right. If you can, you're gonna see if you can just step up here without your hands. So right foot forward, left toes tuck under. Press up like a lunge, step the feet together. Easy peasy, right? Okay, last couple things that we're gonna do here. You're gonna stretch your right arm up, and I'm gonna turn just so you can see the setup here, even though you probably already understand me. Just so we're super clear. All right, so right arm up, bend your elbow back behind you, Gomukhasana. And then instead of reaching for the hands, we're not even gonna worry about the hands ever touching. Take your left arm and lace it behind your low back. Now, don't go to your fullest extent to start, so unbend the elbows a little. And then bend the elbows as if you were trying to touch your fingertips together. Now, I can, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to make a fist so I'm not even tempted. So you're going to let that go a little bit. Bend the elbows a little bit more. Get back into it. Let it go a little bit. Relieve yourself. And then one more time, get back into it. Bend the elbows. Stay there. Press your forearms into your back. Press your head back a little bit so it's not being forced forward. So we're in an active version of this pose rather than touching the hands or using a strap or anything. We're just using the muscles in our shoulders to go to this range of motion, which actually helps them become more flexible, even without a strap. One more breath. I know we've been here for a while. Okay, very carefully and gently undo that. Let your arms swing alongside you, or maybe, flop around like I'm doing on my hips. We do have one more side of that. Okay, so let's do it. This time the left arm is going to go up. Now your shoulder is in one extreme position here. The shoulder is protracting outwards because when it protracts out, it can also slide up. And it's sliding up to its full stability. It's flexed as much as it can go. Bend that left elbow back behind you. Now it's officially flexed as much as it can go. And then we're going to extend this right shoulder as much as it can go. So right arm wraps behind your low back. Now you can stay just like this with your elbows a little bent. And then make a fist as you bend both elbows, trying to get deeper into it. Now just relieve that a little bit. And then get right back into it. Bend the arms. Okay, and one more time, just relieve it a little bit. Get back into it, and we're gonna hold. So those forearms are back behind you as much as you can stand it. The elbows are bent. You're pressing your arms into your back. Don't let your posture get all wonky. Press the head back just a gentle bit. One more inhale. Good, big exhale, and very slowly let that go. Woo! Do a little intuitive movement or wiggle of any kind that suits you. All right, last thing here. Bend the knees like a chair pose. Reach your arms up as you inhale. Exhale, chest a little forward. Reach your arms way back, way back. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. So once again, the shoulders are extending to their full stability without any type of assist. You're just using the muscles and seeing their range of motion. Now let's use a little assist. You're gonna bend the arms to interlace the hands. Stretch the arms straight back, and you're like, why are my knees still bent? Let's let that go. You're gonna fold forward and all the way down. So the knees might be bent a little, legs might be perfectly straight, up to you. Let those arms reach up and away from your low back as much as you can, almost like you're bringing your knuckles up towards the ceiling. Linger in your breath here. Cool, now listen up. You're gonna bend your arms first, bring your thumbs to your low back. Then undo that grip. All right, with your knees bent, very slowly you're gonna make your way up to standing, rolling the spine like you're a slinky. Nice and slow here. You'll straighten the legs once your neck starts to roll up. Good. All right. That was a nice little adventure into the shoulders. As always, if you have any questions or feedback for me, let me know. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Please watch some of the other videos if you would like more. I also have a short hip sequence that you might want to dive into to make this a complete full practice. So, all right, everybody, have a wonderful day. I will see you later.